can everyone see the screen?
Yep. I can see you streaming.
Yeah. Right. This is the tattooer. It is for those who want to convert clothing without the mesh and just using the textures only. It was created by Paluding, and what the template files do in Blender, they bake the body textures from Sims 4 to Sims 2. There's templates for female and male, and also you can do face textures and everything as well. This is the page you get it from. Right, and these are the things you can do on it. Other body details such as body hair, scars, freckles, and supernatural details. Body painted underwear and swimwear, as well as some other clothing that's painted on the body. Socks, stockings, and maybe leggings. And even in skin tones, whether it's experimental. And also makeup, eyebrows, and beards. So first, what we do, we pick out an outfit in Sims 4 Studio. Or if you don't have the Sims 4 game, you can open up a mesh or the package file. Right, we're going to go for one of the male tank tops. We'll go for this grey camo one. So if you just select it, click next. Okay, give it a name. Workshop tank. Save that. There, you can see it there. All we want is the texture. So export that. And then you open it in Body Shop. Just have a quick look at it. Okay. Now you need to go to the Blender templates. You see them listed there. Female body, male body. We want the male body one. Of course, I've got two versions of Blender. There we go. You see the rig there? It has a Sims 4 rig, and you have the Sims 2 rig. So you select the Sims 4 rig, go to this right hand side and select open. Go to the folder where your file is that you extracted from Sims 4 Studio, the texture. Then you select that, and then you see it on the rig there. So you hold Control down and select the Sims 2 rig. So you see them both selected there. Then you hit the little render box. Looks like a little television. And you scroll down to where it says bake. So you select the bake, and you can see that it's worked because it has turned clear. Which was doing what it wasn't doing last time when we tried this workshop. There was something wrong in the settings. So then you click this little icon to the left, and where it says image editor. You select that. Select this thing in the middle, and where it says baking 1024, there, you see the new texture of your, and that looks like something that's more recognisable for The Sims 2. Right, so you go to image, save as, and give it a name. And that is now saved. So now you go to Body Shop. See, there's one I tested earlier. So if you start a new project, great. Right, and then, where's it? Right, open this one first, and open cut off any straggly bits or anything like that.
So essentially what we're doing, we're taking something that was previously mapped to a Sims 4 body, and then by baking the texture, it's mapping it to a Sims 2 body?
Yes, I always create another layer and hide it. And just give it a look over. That looks fine to me. I always go for a similar background. To what there. them round. Cut off any more bits. Merge the layers, and then if you copy that to your Sims 4 texture, the Sims 2 texture. Right, now I'm going to make the alpha. Right, let's make a copy. I'll just use the same one. So if I go to brightness and contrast, use legacy. It's not going to work. Right. Let's see if I think of another way to do this. Right. There we go. And just mess with the brightness and contrast till you get what you recognise. If you make stuff for The Sims 2, you recognise what that looks like.
Yep, that's an alpha map.
Oh, it's not quite dark enough. Hang on. Oh, hang on. There we go. That looks more. Right, so if we copy this to the... Oh, it's already there, so... So now we refresh, and then you'll see the outfit on the sim.
That's really cool. That's handy for all of those, because the Sims 4 bodies are mapped completely differently. So the tattooer basically, instead of having to chop up the texture and just cut and paste manually, it allows you to just transfer the texture from the TS4 body to the TS2 body.
Yeah, we'll just have a look at it. I want to look at it on a lower waist. Yeah, that one. So if I wanted to go untucked, I would probably lower it a little bit more. But it works with that one. Yeah, not that one. So if I really wanted to use it with lower rise jeans, then obviously I would lower the texture in the alpha. But yeah, that's what that looks like in game. Right, we'll do another one now. Or we could try one of these. Let's see how that's mapped.
Is that like a sports bra or a bikini top or something?
Bikini top, yeah. Oh yeah, that'll be fine. I'll just do save it again, bikini top. Or always after you finish with tattooer, don't save. You see the AF body. I've made that same mistake again, right? There we go. Right, so you click on the right hand side to open the image texture. Select the bikini top. Right, then you press select control to select the Sims 2 body. Then to the little TV again and bake. You can see it's worked again because it's turned clear. So you go to the left hand side to the image editor, the baked. There you see there something more recognisable. And we shall save that. Okay, now to body shop. Let's try something a little different. We'll put it on a sassy curvy. We'll do it on a different body shape. Collect the textures from.
And you can do that. You can basically, so long as it's mapped to a Sims 2 body, you can just transfer the texture to any different body shape,
Yes?
or well, as long as it's mapped to the adult female underwear.
Yes.
That's cool.
I close these ones. Let's go. Right, and there again I shall flatten it, and then we can save that.
Why do you change the background color, Julie?
Right, let me just go. Let me undo that so I can. What I do, because it's a clear background, sometimes when you flatten the image, you get white edges around the clothing. Say if I flatten the image now, it would be white. So I always pick a colour that's very similar to the outfit. Just use the colour picker. Hide the layer. Go to the new layer and just fill in the background with the background tool. Make the other layer visible again and move it on the top.
So you're just making sure that the boundary edges of the texture don't show up as something of a different color.
Yes.
Obviously of a different color. Okay.
Yeah, it would come up white. So I flatten the image. Copy that. Which I have. Right. Now I'm going to change the colour. To switch them round. Make sure this is totally black. There we go. Right, and paste that on top of there, and then we'll have a look at that. I have to go a bump map. 1 second. Copy and paste, grayscale that. There we go.
That looks good.
Okay, and then just find a bottom for it to... There. Look at that on a dark.
What was up at the bottom selection? Are you selecting a sassy bottom so that it lines up with the waist? Or...
Yeah, that was it, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Shall we...
The adult female maps are pretty much just the form-fitting meshes that you are converting. You can't convert a dress or something like that, can you?
I think you can if you pour it on another dress mesh.
Grenevoli said clear as glass. Great job, Julie.
Well, that set me thinking. We'll do that instead. Yeah, good idea.
That's interesting. So it would just have to, the dress essentially would just have to be similar to the Sims 2 mesh that you're going to paste the texture on?
Well, most meshes are the same type of map, isn't it?
Some of the Sims 4 ones are mapped a little bit differently from my experience.
If you get one that's mapped correctly to the Sims 4, then theoretically it should work.
Okay, well,
Let's see.
let's see what happens.
Because I have been considering some of these longer ones. Well, let's go for the base game. I think it'd be easier to find it. Ah, here we are. This is the one I was looking at. So if we go for the... I export long dress. I know which one I'm... No, that's got the little bit sticking out. Here we are. This is the one I'm looking at. Yeah, that one's mapped fine. That should work. Okay, so if we go back... Okay, so if we go for that... Oh no, I am loaded the texture. That would help, wouldn't it? And we'll bake again. There we go. Over to this side again. Because it's a nude map, it's put the split down the middle. But we should be able to fix that in Photoshop. Or you could put it on a nude body and have a cat suit.
What would you use to patch that? Like uh, content aware fill or generative fill or something?
And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to drag this along in Photoshop and join them up.
Oh, just like in the middle?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Right, so if we save that as... The wrong one. Oh, where'd that go? Ah, it's gone in the wrong place. Make the layer. But I'm just going to highlight each side. Use the free transform. Right, smudge out any lines.
That's handy.
There we go. Right. We've got to copy this now. This one, it might have to work a little bit different because you've got the shoes here. Oh, what happened there? Oh. Okay. Right.
Hi. Wouldn't the length of the mesh make the texture
Well,
um
I'll have a look at that once I've seen it in their body shop. Then I can see where to adjust that. Why do I keep doing that? Right. Yeah, it's come out a little bit too big. I'll leave that there because I know that's the length. Ah, the straps have gone a little bit. You can see there that it does work, but there'll be a few adjustments to make.
Yeah, we just have to mess with the texture to
Chest,
be able
yeah.
to map.
Just okay, so now we'll adjust this as well. Let's have a look. There's a few lines to smooth out, obviously, but you can see that it does work.
Yeah, it takes some tinkering, but
Yeah.
it'll get you there eventually.
Yeah, the straps I might actually cut off. Let's use the tool here to cut. There we go, finished dress.
Looks good.
Yeah, good job. Thanks, Julie.
No problem.
So, I mean, in this case, it still takes some work with the texture, but here what Tattooer is doing is just, it's doing the heavy lifting of moving the texture to the Sims 2 map.
Yes. Let's have a look. And there it is on a sim. Okay, so right, so if we go back to this one, yeah, there was another way I did this one. Okay, so go to bake. Save as. Okay, so if we go this time back to the vests, there was another way I did this one. Alright. Got that one. And we have, where's that gone? Right. I'm just going to copy this. Right, just go that and just on the outside. Stretch that up like that. See if it works. Obviously, there's a few little things to smoothen out here. Oh, dear me. Let me just zoom in. Another way of doing this, if I just use the dropper again and paint it in. And use the smudger. There we go. So there's another way of doing it where you can actually, if you fit the textures around the alpha, and you can get quite a nice result as well. Yes, of course, any of the alternatives to Photoshop do the similar sort of things.
Oh, Eraser asked, what was originally causing the error that you were having in the original workshop?
Oh, where it was, I don't know how it happened, because I hadn't touched any settings. But I think it was because I've got two versions of Blender. Oh, hang on. Two versions of Blender, and these settings got changed. So they've got to be exactly like this. That's all explained in here on the Paluding page.
Oh, okay, and yours just somehow got refubulated, and so they
Yeah.
weren't.
Right, so here it is here. Hang on 1 second. Okay, so you've got the settings here. You've got to configure the Blender so it uses your graphics card instead of your CPU. Then explains how to do that in File Preferences, which is It's actually edit preferences, so that. There you see the cycles render devices. Now you've got to have it to see your graphics card so it can do the textures properly. And then it explains what I already showed you. The settings and everything. Right, if that isn't any more questions, that is it for the workshop for today.
Thanks for showing us this. This is very intriguing.
I hope you
I think
enjoyed
that-
I
it.
didn't know it was a thing.
I think that's it. I don't see anything else in chat.